Hey guys, welcome back to MaxCast, one of our Unification. Today I have another sneak peek for you, this time for the, I don't want to call it rework, but meaningful adjusted 13th company. We play on Tartarus Center, so I play 13th company, we play against AI obviously, the Fallen Angels, the Thousand Suns and the Night Lords. And yeah, we can immediately spot a little difference. The economy got a little adjusted, that the HQ provides a little more requisition. It's plus 20 instead of plus 15, and we will also see as soon as the Wolf Den is finished, that the Wolf Den again will provide some minor requisition. It's plus 5 for each Wolf Den, so you have a little more economy to spare in the beginning. Here you see it. And something you will notice once these are built, that the booby-trapped points will provide also now power a bit, so you have a little more economy for actually a little more incentive for going for these booby-trapped points, other than getting some minor requisition and some minor protection as well. You will see it shortly after here. It should jump to 23 and 6 if the rounding gods is with us. There you go, so you have a little more income with it. Other than that, I go for a 2 Grey Slayer opening with a relatively fast tier 2 afterwards. I go for economy opening, and yeah, I chose Night Lords and Fallen Angels to have some yeah, these are both like mixture, have both elements of Space Marines and Chaos in it, kind of. So 13th is similar, so you, at least for me, in my non-existent lore knowledge, they play a bit and behave a bit like Chaos and Space Marines, so that's that. And I heard that Thousand Suns and 13th Company have a little history in the lore, also just what I've been told to. Yeah, so I will, I now have my squads out, we'll get the middle. Tartarus Center is really a good map for 13th Company, I thought, because you can get a little outpost in the middle, so you can build barracks like next to your points, as the barracks do now also provide requisition. It's also some kind of income, as well as they provide some regeneration, as they did before as well. So the Night Lords creeping about here, Captain coming in, trying to go into melee with my Grey Slayer, so I move away, have my another squad of Grey Slayers, and the Cryo gun turret is now up and running as well. Some thing about the turret, upgraded turret in tier 2 can now also hit air target. I think that wasn't the case before. Do we have a little graphical error? Maybe we do, or maybe not. No, I don't think it's supposed to do look like it. And yeah, it can hit air target and does some more damage against air targets. Now I do the good old Iron Breath drop in to scavenge some resources here, so I can then click tier 2. If I haven't already, I do have. And another thing is that the pack increases now costs only like half of it, of the requisition, because they only provide you 1 additional squad each time. So it's instead of the plus 5 of other factions where they allow you to get about 2 squads, it only allows you to get 1 squad, so the price for this is halved as well. So that's the thinking of it. I get now also another Wolf Den here to have some regeneration aura, and other than that I waiting for tier 2, and in tier 2 we will see some more stuff. In general about units in the Wolf Den, all the units got a pass on the production and reinforcement costs. Like the Longfangs were way too expensive to get for only 2 models, but the reinforcement was too cheap, so this was adjusted so that they have now a sensible building cost and reinforcement cost. So that's one thing. That's just one example. There are other stuff like the Wolf, and also having the weird armor type, and yeah, so a lot of adjustments over there. The Stormclaw bikes got reworked quite a bit. I will not show them here in terms of price that is. Now I'm tier 2 and getting also another Chaos Gate. The very noticeable watcher will have seen that there is a vehicle cap thingy going on, and this is 1 vehicle cap per HQ, and this is use to get one special vehicle you can now get earlier than the other vehicles which are tier 4 only. There's now another vehicle, we will see it soon be produced here. But yeah, I'm going a little on the offense now, getting my Grey Slayer pack leaders that can now also get plasma pistols earlier. They got plasma pistols in tier 3 before, but now they get it in tier 2 as most other factions. So here, plasma pistol going on, God of all wars, and to have, yeah, there it is. A Rhino! People ask for a Rhino. Here you have one. You get one per HQ. It has, it doesn't show here, but it has a hunter-killer missile ability, so it is also kind of artillery in that sense, like the hunter-killer missile can fire if you manually target it, has a storm bolter at front. You can get one per HQ, and it can also only transport one unit, so because you have the hunter-killer missiles as well that take up space is the logic. Something I do not use here, but the Iron Priest can now also decap at least. That's something that was asked for as well. And I use these Rhinos in combination with Long Fangs soonish. We have a little engagement over here, Thousand Suns against the Night Lords. A lot of action over here, but I decide to go for the Fallen Angels on this side. So getting these points now up. Yeah, I will have them soon reinforced and ready to go. There's also, I'm not sure if it shows, if I get it already or not. There's an upgrade to increase the scrap you get from scavenge and from the self-scavenge ability. I think it's +1 and it has 2 stages, so the self-scavenge goes from 1 to 2 to 3 scrap, which is very good in later situations where you may or may not be able to use your Iron Priest on the enemy and need quite a lot of scrap for your vehicles, for example. But also the scrap you get from scavenge is also increased by 1 each. Relatively cheap, but yeah, costs some resources to get, of course. Getting some more points here, and then now starting to work my way to the Fallen Angel base. I do get, yeah, the Wolf Priest and probably some doggos. Yeah, so the wolves got, they had some wrong armor pens for their bites, you could say. So they now deal some damage with their bites, and they also have a little howl ability, which I will use later, which I think fears the enemy for a shorter amount of time or something like that. The description for the ability I think is not up to date yet, so I am not 100% sure what it does. Probably some fear ability. So we see them now moving in here, the little doggos. I like them a lot, and I will use the ability at some point. Do I use it here now? I'm not sure. We will can maybe see it together. Wow, wow. After I did cat VO, I wanted to do a dog VO. No, sorry. Would be funny. So now I get my Long Fangs out here, ready to fight, getting another Chaos Gate in the face of the enemy, because why not? I have my Iron Priest here getting a turret. There you see it. Yeah, it looked like it feared them for a short amount of time, but they move away from them, which is nice. Getting some upgrades. And did I start tier 3 already? Camera doesn't work. Yes, I started tier 3. You also notice that the tier up timings are lower now. They are now normalized to be somewhat close to the standard tech up timing that they were quite a lot before. Just an example, that tier 2 timing was 150 seconds, it's now 110, and later on the tier 5 timing was 200 seconds, which is now only 130 seconds. So a lot faster in the tech up, more sensible in that sense. I have the list next to me, so I can also see some listings to do what also changed and what not. HQ builds a little bit faster, that's why I also get it up that early. It's like 10% faster to build. It's just another incentive to get for at least one other HQ along the lines, because in your HQ you build your commander units and tech up, so it's busy. It can be busy quite a lot, especially later on when you also get the vehicles, and yeah, you can get a Rhino also from the HQ, so there will be some time you spend for the HQ is what I'm wanting to say. There's also another new unit except for the Rhino, and I think I will get it soon-ish, as soon as I deep strike my Wolf Lord in. I think he's ready to build, but I forgot to get it. Gun turret firing away. I think, yeah, here he comes, the Wolf Lord. Yeah, the Battle Shout is now tier 2, for example, another adjustment, and there it is, the Wolf Guard. Look at those guys, really nice, really nice. Look at the bolters even with the... Didn't even notice they have these skull thingy stuffs. And they can get cryo guns, plasma guns, melter guns, and later on even graviton guns. One singular graviton gun. It's one only squad summoned from the Wolf Lord in tier 3. So there's another new unit for you. And another adjustment is that the tier 3 got significantly stronger, in the sense that you now have also the... there's multiple reasons. A, you get these Wolf Guard. B, the Wolfen got a change in armor type, so they are not dying as easily as before. They have now the same armor type as other possessed, like infantry heavy high. And yeah, then the Rune Priest starts with all of his abilities. You do not need to research it. He has all ready to go right away. That's also a tier 3 thing for you. And the biggest thing is that you see here Stormclaw Terminators. The Terminator variants are now also tier 3. And the bikes, as I said, got reworked a bit, that they are stronger now, but also more costly in the power department. Just let me look a bit. Yeah, they cost more power, less requisition overall. Also to reinforce, they cost a little more. And they can now get 3 special weapons instead of 2. And the special weapons got a little look-see through as well, to so that the damages of them are... damage values are what you are to expect. So you can get the bikes in tier 3, whoops, which I didn't opt to in this game for some reason, I'm not really sure why. And yeah, one thing about the Stormclaw Terminators, they can now get cryo guns instead of flamers, so that's more fitting to the 13th company. They have these snowy weapons, you could say. There's a little engagement over here. I'm just talking over the changes while I have this cool fight in the background. Yeah, then of course the what's true for all factions like Lehman Russ and Land Raider variant, Mjolnir, or what is it called, they share the cap in they share a cap in 6.9. This was now changed because Lehman Russ is the Primarch, and Primarchs do not share caps anymore with relic units. And that's also made for the 13th company. The Wolves getting a little too much fire here. 1000 Suns making it hard, of course, to crack these. Even have a turret here, I didn't even notice while I was playing. While I was playing, I was busy getting stuff up. And here, yeah, here you see the final battle. This is the scrap research level 2, so my builders, the Iron Priest, will get now quite a lot of scrap. Using some smoke grenades here. Nice. Look at them go. Really nice. And I think for those I get the yes, I will get the cyclone missile launchers. Very nicely done. And here I used the snowball or something. The snowball ability from the Rune Priest, or it's just from the Cry Gun, the effect. The Dreadnought, which I will sadly not go for in here, can now be deep strike from the HQ, which is also something people have asked for, because generally the Dreadnought was ignored, the Ironclad Dreadnought, in favor of the Predator. But now that you can deep strike it, it gives you another option for the Dreadnought. The Dreadnought also has like 2 Hunter Killer missile abilities, so it is quite the thing, but yeah, I always like this model, I have to say. Look at them, really nice, big axe and everything. Jesus Christ. Really got uplifted from 5.9 to 6.9. They were quite a big improvement in the art department. Just look at the Terminators, Jesus. Yeah, the Siphon, now that it's out, the Siphon Interceptor got a little increase in the last gun damage. I think in general overall damage by quite a bit, because the damage values of its weapons weren't as great. I think it got a general damage increase, but also a more increase in building vehicle damage, so that's something. It's still a limit of 2. And I think now I noticed that I do not have a relic. I wanted to get the Mjolnir Land Raider out, as well as Lehman Russ here. Yeah, but that's basically it for the changes. There may or may not be changes that I'm missing here. The keen sight for the leaders got increased in area a bit, for example. Yeah, something like that. But that's the main thing. Yeah, just looking through the list here, that's the main thing. So we'll now have the last stand of the Night Lords here in a second. There's the Wolfen, with the Wolfen pack leader, and now the rebuilt Wolf Beast will attach to them, so you have a really good melee squadron going on. Siphon Interceptor shooting on, Cryo Gun shooting on. This is quite a melee slugfest here. Night Lord Raptors, Night Lord Horrors, everything in the book. Some Furies as well. Flamers all around, morale broken on these Wolfen. That's something they have over other possessed. They have actually morale. That's a minor, how should I say, a disadvantage. But yeah, they are still kind of sensible humans in the sense, not like possessed. The possessed are like already so much demons, I guess. And here I have the last attack, the Rhino going in front. Autogun turret. I really like the thing that the Night Lords have an autocannon turret. Such a big range, looking nicely, but yeah, getting killed eventually, of course, if you have enough firepower. And here we have another, like, how much infantry you can get at one spot. The answer is a lot. And don't even have the full squad cap actually, so you can get even more. Eating stuff. The Siphon Interceptors here, and Lehman Russ is ready to go. Is he coming in already? Yes, there he should. Big bearded guy. There he is. Pew 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 pew. Stormbolter will summon his fellow Lehman Russ Exterminator right next to him. The price for the Exterminator got increased a bit, as it is infield summon without building time. So it is more expensive than your standard Lehman Russ, because as I say, you can just have it in the nick of time in the battle. Maybe it should also get Cry Guns instead of Flamers. That would be interesting, maybe. So we have like no Flamers but all Cryo Guns. Yeah, I got now the Mjolnir here as well. Is it Mjolnir? Mjolnir. Yes, Wrath of Mjolnir. There you go. It has Cry Guns and Last Guns. I think the Exterminator is the last unit that has Flamers. Oh no, the the standard Cray Slayers also have Flamers, right? Yes, so it's not the last one. And having having Flamers on the tier 1 squad would be a little Cryo Guns on the tier 1 squad would be probably a bit too much. Do I forget it here? I think I forgot to put it on a control group, so it just stands here looking awesome, I guess. I like it. And the march is continuing. There's one final enemy that refused to die, and it was the Fallen Angels. They rebuilt a last refuge here. They just wanted to be left alone, doing some knowledge stuff with the anchorages, but I tell you what, I have not forgotten. Yeah, and now I get some rhinos because I can. I think I have also started the Titan. There's the Direwolf, but I don't think it... I think it just finishes once this game is over. So, yeah, this is basically all I can say about the 13th Company. I really like the way they are shaping up now. They should be way better now. Hopefully not overpowered, maybe a bit on the stronger side, but we will see. It's hard to judge if you have so many changes and stuff, if they are now like strong, too weak. Probably not too weak in the sense they have a lot of stuff to play with. They have good economy now. The economy before was probably the main weak point in conjunction with the weak tier 3. And both these things got addressed. Also the lack of a transport was also mentioned quite a lot by players. So now you have one transport. If you build another HQ, as you should, I can only repeat it, you get another Rhino. So you have 2 Rhinos now in a standard game. So that should work, especially with the really strong long fangs, which you can carry around. Did some havoc, so yeah, they run, but there's a Wolfen guy smacking them in the face. There's also the Primarch with his red glowy sword. Let's go. Yeah, but with this final moment, I want to say, as usual guys, thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye.